Hello students, today we'll discuss regarding the wireless application protocol. This WAP 2.0 is the protocol of version 2 and it is being established in July 2001. So this wireless application protocol WAP 2.0 browsers support the WML as well as the XHTML with the mobile profile, which is denoted by XHTML MP, which stands for XHTML with mobile profile. And this XHTML is the extensible hypertext markup language, which is developed by the W3C 2002 to replace and enhance the currently used HTML. The WAP 2.0 uses the composite capabilities preference profiles framework for describing the user preferences and the device capabilities. So this figure out here, it gives the overview of the Web 2.0 architecture, which is being specified in the Wireless Application Forum of 2001. And the protocol framework consists of the following four components. Here, the protocol framework, you can see this four, which is the bearer. It consists of the bearer networks, the transport service, the transfer services, and also the session services. And here it also includes the application framework, and also the service discovery. So we will discuss regarding this. So now we'll see what is this bearer. So in mobile network, this bearer basically is a kind of a tunnel which used to connect the user equipment to packet the data networks such as the internet. This tunnel you cannot see with your eyes, but it's a path in which the data flows. So the typical bearers which we are using today are the GPRS in the GSM network. So the GPRS over here is a general packet radio service, and this packet is an oriented mobile data which is used for the cellular communication networks global system for the mobile communication. So it's basically used for the mobile communication. And over here you can see there is a CSD. So this CSD stands for the circuit switch data and is the original form of data transmission developed for the time division multiple access TDMA. It is being developed for the TDMA based mobile phone system like the global system for the mobile phone system for doing the mobile communication. And we have the USSD over here. So this USSD is a global system for mobile communication, for the mobile communication of the GSM protocol that is used to send the text messages. And this USSD is similar to the short message service like the SMS. It's similar to the SMS. And you also have the IPv4. The IPv4 here stands for the Internet Protocol version 4. It is underlying technology that make it possible for us to connect our devices to the web. And whenever our devices access the internet, there is a unique IP address which is being assigned. This IPv6 is similar to the IPv4. And we also have the SMS. I think you know what is SMS. And the Flex. Flex is an open source program designed to automatically and quickly generate the scanners, a kind of those scanners. And we also have the MAPK. Here is MPEG, but it's MAPK. So it is one of the most important gateway for signaling the network. So let me recall again what is bearer. So in telecommunication, bearer service or data service is a service which allows the transmission of information signals between the network interface, and here we are using the IPv4, CSD, USSD, the GPRS, IPv6, SMS, FLEX, and MPEG. So now we'll look at the transport service. This transport services basically offer the end-to-end abstractions on top of the different bearers. The transport services can be either connection-oriented or connectionless. And for reliable connection-oriented services, TCP with a wireless profile can be used. And here for the transport layer, we are using the WDP or the UDP. In the transport layer, when you check, you can see the WDP, the UDP, and on top you can see the which is written datagram. So what is datagram? Datagram is a basic transfer unit which is associated with a packet switch network, and this datagram provide a connectionless communication service across the packet switch network. Here the delivery, arrival time, and order of arrival of datagrams need to be guaranteed with the network. So here in the datagram you have the WDP and the UDP. So this WDP stands for the wireless datagram protocol, and here it defines the movement of any information from the receiver to the sender and assembles the user datagram protocol using the UDP in the internet protocol. So here we have the connection TCP with the wireless profile. So this TCP stands for the Transmission Control Protocol. So this is a standard which defines how to establish and maintain a network conversation by which the applications can exchange the data. So this transport protocol, basically it tells about the transportation, how it is being transported. Here we have the datagrams, and also we connect using the TCP. So the next we have the transfer services. Examples for transfer protocols are wireless profile HTTP, the combination of WTP, WSP. So this WTP is a wireless transaction protocol, is a standard used in a mobile telephony. It is used to bring the internet access to the mobile phones. And over here you can also see the WSP. In the transfer you can also see this WSP over here. Just wait a while. You can see the WSP over here. So this WSP is a wireless session protocol. This is an open standard for maintaining the high-level session. Wireless sessions that start when the user connects the URL and ends when the user leaves the URL. Over here you can also see the streaming. This streaming is a technology of transmitting audio and video files in a continuous flow over a wired or a wireless internet connection. This streaming also refers to any media content, live or recorded, delivered to the computer or mobile devices through the internet. You can also see the MMS over here. So this stands for the Multimedia Message Service, MMS, which transfer asynchronous multimedia content. MMS supports different media types such as the JPG, GIF, TXT, and AMR coded audio. And here there is no fixed upper bound for the message size. This MMS is basically a standard way to send the messages from one device to another. So the next we have the session service. So here you can see there is push OTA capability negotiation. the synchronization and cookies. I have told regarding the push OTA from the start during the last week. If you remember, I have told regarding the push OTA. Just to recall you back regarding the push OTA, I'm showing you this slide. So over there you can see the push over the air, which is OTA protocol. So it is used between the PPG and the client. So now we'll look at the session service. Over here you can see the push OTA, capability negotiation, synchronization and cookies. So here in the push OTA is the push over the air protocol, is a very simple protocol which is used on top of the wireless session protocol. It is being used in the wireless session protocol, and the protocol offers the delivery of push messages, selection of transport services for push messages, and the authentication of the PI. And this push service can be connection oriented or connectionless based on the bidirectional or the unidirectional bearer. And the standard bearer for the push messages is the GSM, is the SMS. So for now, just to know what is push OTA, so just remember this push OTA offers the delivery of push messages, selection of the transport services for push messages, and authentication of the PI. So now we'll look at the capability negotiation. Here the client and server can agree upon the common level of functionality to set the capacity of a mobile depending upon the parameters such as the client size, the server size, and the maximum request it can handle. And we also have the synchronization. The synchronization occurs when a mobile device communicates with the applications on a personal computer or a service. Here, let's take the example of a picture from your device. So the picture which you capture from your mobile phone can be synchronized in the Google through the Google Photos. Even the documents which you have in your phone can be synchronized in the Google Drive. So this basically means synchronization. And it happens when the mobile device communicates with the operations on the personal computer or a service. In the session, we also have the cookies. So the cookies are the text file with a small piece of data like the username and the password. Sometimes when you click on the Google, on different websites in the Google, you can find to accept the cookies. So it depends on you whether to accept it or not. So this cookies is used to identify your computers when you use the computer network. And here the data stored in the cookie is created by the servers upon your connection. So now we'll look at the application framework. The application framework comprises the basic application needed for the browsing, support for different content formats like the email services. This framework was developed to establish an interoperable application environment for many different vendors, service providers, and the network operators. The WAE or the WTA user agent supports the WML known as the WAP1 as well as the XHTML mobile profile. And this includes the scripting, the style sheets, telephony applications, and programming interfaces adapted to the mobile devices. The applications for the multimedia message and push service are also located in this framework. Finally, many content formats have to be supported like the color image, the audio, video, calendar information, phone book entries, and so on. So now we'll look at the service discovery. Over here we also have the service discovery. So server discovery is particularly important for the mobile devices. External functions or the services on the device which is outside the wireless application protocol specification can be discovered through the external functionality interface. And for many network services, a device needs additional parameters to get the access, like the bootstrap information, user agent behavior, smart card specification. The device can get these parameters through the provisioning service. And while surfing through the network using the hypermedia documents, the device may need to discover new network services. And the navigation discovery provides a secure way to do the navigation. The service lookup provides for the discovery of the parameters which is needed for a certain service with the help of a directory. The domain name, which is the DSN, is an example of mapping a name into an IP address, and it should be noted that the components listed for the security services and the service discovery cannot be assigned to only one layer. Instead, the services may be span several layers in the protocol architecture. And up to now, not all the services have been fully specified. Here, the reader should check the changes in the specification. So over there, you can also see the PKI. So I'll just tell you regarding the PKI. So this PKI is a public key infrastructures. This PKI can be used for the management of the public key, cryptography, and certificate the exchange, which is in the Wireless Application Forum of 2001K. And WTLS provides the secure transport. The mobile devices also require the extensive security services. If you imagine someone pushing many messages on a mobile devices that let the device access the certain web pages repeatedly, and this might cause a heavy air traffic that has to be paid for the user. The user might not even notice anything from the tag as the mobile devices when the mobile device is always on, exchanging data without user interaction. The security services have to be covered in the traditional aspects of the security, which is a kind of privacy, authentication, integrity, and non-reputation. And the cryptographic libraries over there, also you have the cryptographic libraries when you see over there. Let me show you. If you have seen the crypto libraries, the cryptographic libraries are needed for signing data at the application level. And here you can also see the authentication. This authentication services offers the several mechanisms to authenticate the servers, proxies, and client at different levels. For example, at the transport layer, the wireless identity module provides the functions needed for the identification and the authentication. And many businesses model rely on the customer identification. In general, the public key infrastructure, you can see the PKI over there, can be used for the management of the public key cryptography and a certificate exchange. Here it also provides a secure transport over the datagram protocol. So this is all for today. So thank you so much, students. I'll give a proper notes for this so that you won't be confused.